Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief keeps you informed about what's happening in Annapolis, Anne Arundel County, and Maryland. Local news, local sports, local events, local opinion, and, of course, local weather. Your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief starts now.
Good morning. It's Monday, February 9th, 2026. This is John Frenaye, and this is your Eye on Annapolis daily news brief presented by Annapolis Subaru and the SPCA of Anne Arundel County. Well, the dead zone of sports begins today and lasts for a few months, at least for me. Sort of like that snow and ice storm we had a few weeks ago. But I think there may be some relief from that coming our way. We'll hear from George in a little bit. As for your Boomer Trivia, what toy was the first ever advertised on television? Stick around, we're going to have that answer in a few moments, but now we do have a lot of news to catch up on, so let's get into it, shall we? The Anne Arundel County Police arrested a 34-year-old man from Baltimore after an alleged attempted rape Thursday night in Glen Burnie. Police said an adult woman was in her vehicle near a dumpster at Whitmore Court and Lloyd Lane when an unknown man approached, sexually assaulted her, and then tried to pull her from her vehicle and into his vehicle. The woman screamed for help, drove away, and reported that the man followed her in another vehicle. Officers later located the vehicle matching that description behind a nearby Lowe's, but the driver refused to stop, traveled to Juneberry Way, and came to a stop in a snow embankment. Police said that the suspect ran, was found hiding behind a dumpster, and was taken into custody without incident. The investigation is continuing, and anybody with any information is asked to contact the Anne Arundel County Police at 410-222-4700. And I will tell you, situational awareness is so important all the time, folks. Well, downtown Annapolis is leaning hard into Valentine's weekend this year, with the big day landing on a weekend and plenty of reasons to make it a full-on date night or maybe even a date weekend. The Downtown Annapolis Partnership says that the lead-up includes the Annapolis Chocolate Crawl on February 12th, when Main Street shops will mix shopping with sweet stops. On the entertainment side, a few highlights include shows at the Rams Head on Stage, performances at Maryland Hall, and special events at spots like the Graduate Hotel and historic Inns of Annapolis. Plus, plenty of restaurants are rolling out those Valentine's menus and fireside dinners. Free parking, of course, is available at the Calvert Street Parking Garage from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 a.m. on Monday, and the full list of events and things that are happening around are available at eyeonannapolis.net. Looking ahead a little bit into March, Annapolis St. Patrick's Day Parade returns on Sunday, March 8th, with a new route and a 1 p.m. step-off time. Organizers say that the parade is going to start on West Street at Amos Garrett Boulevard and head toward downtown, loop around Church Circle, and continue down Northwest Street to Calvert Street and St. John Street. This is the same route that the Military Bowl Parade took. Now, Mayor Jared Littman called it a city tradition that brings families out to line the streets, and organizers said that the parade benefits local charities, including Warrior events. The weekend also includes the Hoolie on March 7th at the Naval Academy Alumni Association, and details, including tickets, are available at stpatricksweekend.com, and Saint is abbreviated, ST. For real-time updates, organizers said people can text PADDY 2026, that's PADDY 2026, to 38276, and that will keep you up to speed on all of St. Patrick's Day. And Annapolis Restaurant Week is almost here, so you want to make some plans or reservations. The week runs from February 21st through March 1st and brings a price-fixed menu and specials to about 35 restaurants in downtown Annapolis and surrounding communities. The Downtown Annapolis Partnership said the new participants include the Rum House, True Food Kitchen, Julep Kitchen and Bar, and Firebird's Wood-Fired Grill, and diners can find options for breakfast, brunch, lunch, and dinner. Eric Evans, who's the partnership's executive director, said Restaurant Week has become a tradition for locals and visitors to try new places and support established favorites, and he noted most groups end up going out more than once. A few restaurants are also offering midweek wine bottle specials. Tuesdays at Cafe Mezzanotte up in Severna Park, Wednesday at several downtown spots, and Thursday at the Melting Pot out there in Parole. Again, free weekend parking is available at the Calvert Street Parking Garage from 6 p.m. Friday to 6 a.m. Monday. And if you happen to be planning a kid's birthday party and would rather not spend the following week scraping frosting off of the ceiling in your kitchen, Homestead Gardens in Davidsonville is pitching for a much easier option. Homestead offers parties in its new birthday park with a 30 by 30 foot pavilion tent, picnic seating, and an attendant to help with the setup, the cleanup, and they also have reserved parking right next to the space. For kids, the big draws are the room to run, a jumping pad, and barnyard animals like goats, chickens, cows, and parents get the rare luxury of not playing event staff for 2 hours straight. Parties are booked in 2-hour blocks, priced by guest count, and dates are currently available from April 1st through November 1st. Families can bring their own food, and add-ons range from pony rides and face painting to inflatables and pollinator express activity. And you can get all the deets at homesteadgardens.com. On Saturday on the Local Business Spotlight, we chatted with the team at Nothin' Bunt Cakes. And if you missed that, you want to give that a listen. And if you know of any business or organization that should be featured on our Local Business Spotlight, let me know. I'll be more than happy to reach out and get them all scheduled. All right, that is a wrap. First off, thank you for always listening and sharing, and a quick thank you to our sponsors for today's Daily News Brief. Annapolis Subaru, the SPCA of Anne Arundel County, Hospice of the Chesapeake, and Macmedics. As for your Boomer Trivia, the first toy advertised on television was Mr. Potato Head way back in 1962. Who remembers Mr. and later Mrs. Potato Head? All right, now you need to stay tuned for your Eye on Annapolis weather from George Young. And, of course, Ann Covington from CovingtonAlsina is here with her Monday Money Report. All of that's coming your way in less than a minute.
Have you ever had to wait to get an appointment at the Apple Store? Skip the wait and the line at the mall by visiting Macmedics in Severna Park, where appointments are not necessary. Macmedics is an Apple-authorized premium service provider. Macmedics services all Apple devices, including broken iPhone screens and batteries, and all without an appointment. Most iPhone repairs are complete the same day and usually within a few hours. Macmedics is also an Apple-authorized reseller and sell Apple products at the same price as the Apple Store. Visit Macmedics in Severna Park or Lanham for Apple-authorized sales and service and shop local. Don't wait for help. Call Macmedics at 410-757-MAX, which is 410-757-6227. It's 410-757-6227. Or visit them online at macmedics.com. Next up, we're diving into today's Eye on Annapolis weather forecast. From sunny skies over the bay to storm warnings that could impact your plans, we've got the details to keep you ahead of the curve. Stay tuned. It's all coming your way in just a moment.
Hey everyone, this is George Young with your Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief weather forecast for Monday, February 9th. Temps will remain below average across the Annapolis region for the week ahead, but conditions won't be nearly as frigid as they have been, and plenty of sunshine will help steadily melt more of the snow and ice from our storm 2 weeks ago. Look for sunny highs today in the 30 to 35 degree range with mixed skies Tuesday and Wednesday with highs in the low to mid 40s. From there, we'll see more upper 30s to maybe lower 40s Thursday through Saturday with plenty of sunshine each day ahead of some clouds and a chance for maybe a little bit of rain on Sunday with highs back in the low to mid 40s. Okay, that's it for today. This is George Young for Eye on Annapolis Weather. Make it a great day out there today. Stay healthy and be safe. And be sure to visit eyeonannapolis.net/weather for the latest conditions and forecast information for the Annapolis region so you can always stay weather informed.
Coping with advanced illness can be overwhelming, and determining the best options for a loved one isn't always so easy. But here at Hospice of the Chesapeake, your hometown hospice, we want you to know you do have a choice. You can choose exactly who provides the care and the type of care you receive, and it's your decision when and where your loved one receives that care. We have served our community, family, and friends for over 40 years. We are there when you need us. Learn how we can help at hospicechesapeake.org.
You work hard for your money. Is your money working hard for you? Managing and investing it can be confusing. Ann Covington, a financial planner from CovingtonAlsina, has been helping people make sense of it for nearly 20 years. Are you ready? Now, here's your Monday Money Report.
This is Ann Covington of CovingtonAlsina with your Monday Money Report. If you follow the stock market closely, I hope you enjoyed last week's roller coaster ride. We ended the week down just under 1% in the S&P 500, and almost 3% in the tech-heavy NASDAQ, as investors realized some gains in their technology stock holdings. In plain English, folks sold technology stocks, with technology stocks, specifically the so-called Magnificent Seven, making up about a third of the S&P 500 index. A rotation out of these stocks has an oversized impact on the market as a whole. But what should the average investor do with this information? The short answer is absolutely nothing. If you were watching your accounts every day, you probably noticed a big drop early in the week before things mostly recovered on Friday. So if you panicked and sold out early in the week, you would have missed the recovery. For everyone who stayed invested, the S&P 500 is up just over 1% year to date. If you're thinking this is all mumbo jumbo, that's okay. If you own an actively managed mutual fund, maybe in your 401k or an IRA, you're paying for someone to actively research companies and invest on your behalf. They're watching the market and acting accordingly. Remember, stocks aren't priced at what is happening now. They are priced at what the market thinks will happen in the future. If you own a passive index fund, again, in your retirement accounts or TSP, you still own stock or ownership shares in a variety of companies. Your investments should move with the index or sector you've chosen. You don't need to panic when it drops. In fact, from 1980 to 2024, over 90% of the time, there was a mid-year drop of 5% or more in the market. And even when the S&P 500 experiences a double-digit decline, 10% or more, the index has still finished the year with a positive return in 64% of those instances. So almost 2/3 of the time when the stock market drops over 10%, the market fully recovers and has a positive year. Drops in the market are normal. You can certainly take advantage of these dips by tax loss harvesting or investing cash. Use them to be more tax efficient when you rebalance your portfolio. Or use professionals who are doing these things on your behalf. Your action item this week is to check in with your financial advisor if you haven't done so recently. An annual review helps keep your portfolio aligned with your goals. Check out our website and Facebook page for more information and for our educational events, like our upcoming webinar tonight discussing long-term investing. CovingtonAlsina is a registered investment advisor. Information presented is for educational purposes only, not to make an offer or solicitation for the sale or purchase of any specific securities, investments, or investment strategies. Investments are all risk, unless otherwise stated, are not guaranteed. Be sure to first consult a qualified financial advisor and or tax professional before implementing any strategies discussed herein. Past performance is not indicative of future performance. And if you don't have a financial advisor, come talk to us. This is Ann Covington with CovingtonAlsina.
There are more than 500 pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County that need good homes, and they have so much to offer the rest of us. At Annapolis Subaru, we are committed to helping the SPCA see that these animals stay safe and healthy. All year long, Annapolis Subaru partners with the SPCA to host pet adoption events, sponsor vaccination clinics, and community events. We feature pets on our weekly Canines and Crosstracks podcast. Our associates and our Subaru customers show up in packs at the Walk for the Animals and Lights on the Bay events. You can help our SPCA find loving homes for these pets. Volunteer, donate, foster, read a book, scratch some ears, or rub some bellies. Show up for the pets in the care of the SPCA of Anne Arundel County.
You've been listening to the Eye on Annapolis Daily News Brief. Tell your friends and colleagues, this is the podcast where you can keep up on the latest with what's going on in Annapolis and Anne Arundel County. And don't forget about our website, eyeonannapolis.net, where you can find even more information. And make sure you follow us on Facebook at All Annapolis and on Twitter at Eye on Annapolis. This Daily News Brief podcast comes to you every Monday through Friday at 6 a.m.